You're welcome back to class. My name is Elizabeth, and today we are going to learn how to make our own Vaseline. We all know that Vaseline has been in existence for long and it is widely used in many homes for many purposes. And it is used by both children and adults. So it is a product that you can never go wrong learning how to make it. And it's very simple to make. It's one of the easiest products to make. Today we are going to use just 7 chemicals to achieve our Vaseline. The first chemical is paraffin oil. This is how it looks. We are using 125 ml. I have earlier measured it. And the second chemical or ingredient is petroleum jelly. It looks just like Vaseline, but this is a petroleum jelly. The next ingredient is paraffin wax. I have earlier measured it. The next one is our shea butter. I'm going to use just 25 grams of shea butter. We all know that shea butter helps to soothe and moisturize the skin, so it will give our Vaseline a better result. Then we also be making use of our vitamin E. Vitamin E is one of the major ingredients in beauty products. It helps to soothing the skin, to smoothing the skin. We also have our lanolin. We will be using just half teaspoon of lanolin. Then lastly, we have our perfume. I'm using two perfume. I'll be mixing the two together. We have pear and passion. Right now, I'm going to just start the production. And the first thing to do is to heat up our pan. The first thing to do is to turn on our gas on a very low heat, and we are going to melt our ingredients into it. So I'm just going to do that right now. Just want it to melt. We are not frying. So the first chemical to put is our paraffin oil. After it has melted a bit, I will add my petroleum jelly. And then I will allow it to melt as well. Just give it some time to melt. So our petroleum jelly has almost finished melting. And then at this point, we introduce our paraffin wax and allow it to melt as well. The next thing is to add my shea butter. I've added my shea butter, and at this point, all the ingredients have almost melted. So I'll just allow it remains small, so I will allow everything to melt before I turn off the heat. So all our ingredients have now melted. Right now I'm going to turn off the heat and allow it to rest for like 15 minutes. So we come back after 15 minutes after the heat has cooled off. Our mixture has now cooled off, and then we'll be adding our lanolin, our vitamin E, and our perfume, and that will be all. So the first thing I'll be adding is my lanolin. I'll be using just half teaspoon of my lanolin. So the no, the mixture is still warm, so my lanolin will melt. Then I will also be adding my vitamin E, 10 ml of vitamin. So I will also be adding to the mixture, and then I will stir. After this, I'm going to leave it for a few minutes before I add my perfume. This is to allow the mixture to cool off very well. If you add your perfume when it is still hot, the fragrance will be lost. It will lose the fragrance quickly. So we allow it to cool off before we add our perfume, and that will be all. So Vaseline is very easy to make. I can't wait to see your practicals. Is for me to add our perfume. I will mix together. You can see that it's already solidifying. So that's all about our Vaseline production. So it's now time for us to start packing into our containers. Can you see? It gets solidified, and that's all.